Y'all, the October challenge is off the chain. We finished week 1. We just started week 2 today, and it is a beast, but we are getting it in, and we are really enjoying Trap and Tone. At least I'm enjoying it, y'all. I feel like I'm getting into the best shape of my damn life with LASHAE. Y'all can sign up for the challenge. You won't be eligible to get any of the prizes, but you can actually get the workouts from going to ifyoucanmove.com and signing up. Okay, tell them that Bondy Blue sent you. Y'all can use my email, bondy.brittany@gmail.com, which is always down below in the description box, along with the link for the website. And also, don't forget to try the TLCT, y'all. NutriBurst, I live by it, okay? Y'all think we be playing, all of the reality stars and everybody be trying to sell y'all the NutriBurst and the tea, and y'all think we bullshitting with y'all. Y'all can keep playing if y'all want to, but y'all see us. Okay, we're getting it together. I ain't all the way there yet, but I'm on my way. I'm better than I was 5 months ago. 6 months ago, child, I'm better than I was this whole time. Okay, so if y'all trying to get in shape, you're trying to start your workout journey, please check out LASHAE and ifyoucanmove.com. And also, if you want to purchase TLCT or any of their products, the NutriBurst, please buy it from me. Link down below. All right. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue, and I am back for another 90-day Fiance the Other Way / Family Day Chantel review, y'all. I just finished my Halloween movie reviews, so I decided to just go ahead and stay in the same spot but turn the damn lights on, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's start off with Ariella and Biniam. So y'all know the last episode, Ariella completely freaked out when it snatched her baby up out of the hospital room because she did not want her baby to be hurt anymore. The baby had to get a shot, and she just did not like the way that cry sounded. And now Biniam wants to get the baby circumcised, and she's like, no, it's not happening. I don't know if it's just about the pain or because, you know, as a Jewish woman, she doesn't want to get the baby circumcised, because I believe Jewish people don't circumcise, do they? I can't remember which one it is, whether they do or they don't. But either way, Biniam wants to circumcise his son. It is a part of their culture. It is something that they do, and he doesn't think it's a big deal. But she's really feeling some type of way, so she grabbed her baby and she ran out of there. So she gets in the van, she's breastfeeding the baby, and, you know, he's upset because this is something that he wanted for the baby, and she's saying, I just need to do this the way I want to do it. I don't want to hear my baby hurt again. You know, it's too stressed. This is too stressful. I just had a baby. And her hormones are raging, and I totally understand how Ariella is feeling, because at the end of the day, it is hormonal. It is her baby, and you don't want to hear your baby crying out in pain or some form of torture. So I get that. But I also feel like I would be remiss if I didn't point out the fact that these are all things that should be talked about and agreed upon before you have a baby, so you're not snatching your baby and running out of the hospital after the fact. If you couldn't take the baby getting a circumcision, you should have just not been there. But if you decided that you were going to allow this to happen to make your man happy, then just go somewhere else while it happens and wait for your baby to be done. I'm just saying, people get circumcisions every day, be like the baby gonna be okay. A week goes by, and Biniam has pushed this subject, and I think she said she felt pushed by him and by her parents to have the circumcision. So they go back to the hospital to get the baby circumcised, and she's still talking about how she doesn't want the baby to hurt. Biniam is annoyed with her because to him it's not a big deal. When they go in, he goes in with the baby, and she can hear the baby crying, and she comes in and she's pissed. She's like, I regret it. I regret you making me do this. I hate you. I'm so upset. I'm like, you're such a brat, Ariella. You're such a brat. Like, I'm just sorry. It's the way she comes off. It doesn't matter that she's having like a real mothering fear or whatever. She just always comes off like a brat to me. After the circumcision, the baby is fine again. The baby is calm and not crying anymore. Like, it happened, it's over with, the baby's fine. Then she turns around and tells Biniam that he should have felt more when the baby was crying. And he's like, what do you mean? I did feel. I'm the baby's father. I'm just not freaking out about something that happens all the time. Like, I got circumcised. The baby will be okay. Child, I don't know how they're going to work things out. I'm sorry, but it seems like at the end of the day, he is chosen once again to have a child with a woman who will take his baby and run. Just saying. Somebody sent me the wedding video from that first wife, and I was just kind of like, oh, spend a lot of money on a beautiful wedding all for her to run away with your baby. Oh, both of them stupid as far as I'm concerned. Jihoon and Devin, y'all, they go to the park with Jihoon's friends, right? And these are some friends of Jihoon's that Devin hasn't met. So they talk about how much money Jihoon spends on food and clothes and, you know, just how childish he's been in the past. All of them seem to, you know, recognize who their friend is. He's a childish ass man child that you've now married and had a baby with. Okay, so they all kind of have this look on their face like they can't believe that he actually has, you know, a wife and a baby and all of this, because it's always been all about Jihoon. Y'all, Devin takes this opportunity when Jihoon goes to change the baby's diaper to ask them if they think that Jihoon is cheating on her because she found a whole bunch of naked pictures of women in his phone. Now, it seems as if it's just porn. Like, I don't know exactly what form it's in his phone, but it seems to just be porn and something he uses to masturbate with, specifically because he hasn't been having that much sex with her. But, you know, a lot of men, a lot of people like porn. It doesn't mean I'm not attracted to my spouse. It just means I like porn too. Let's do them both. I mean, you can't have it every time, okay? Because I feel like eventually you get desensitized to porn too. So you kind of have to come to it and then step away and then come to it and then step away. It's just my experience, okay? What I tell you to do. Don't just be out here every time you have sex pulling out porn. Yeah, nah, that ain't the move. But either way, they say they don't think he's cheating because a lot of them have a whole bunch of naked pictures of women in their phone. It's the internet. And I believe when she actually brings it up to Jihoon, he kind of laughs at her. Like, oh my God, it's porn. I can't look at porn? No, because Devin thinks that it's cheating. Anytime that he thinks about anybody else the way he thinks about her, it's cheating. I'm just kind of like, okay, Devin, you just hell-bent on creating issues in your relationship, huh? Y'all finally get settled into this apartment and you want to go looking through his phone, finding pictures of women who he don't know. It's not like he knows any of these women. It's porn, you know, like, and she's flipping out about it. And now he's cheated. So now to her, that's cheating. So now she wants to know if he's cheated in the past because they've gone very long times without having sex before when she wasn't in Korea and she was in America. And I'm just kind of like, why are you bringing up old shit? Why even worry about something that happened before y'all got married or even before you moved there? Why worry about that? Like, I just feel like she is constantly trying to find an issue. She has to be bothered, upset, uncomfortable, pissed off about something. Devin is exhausting. I know we get so annoyed with Jihoon and him being childish and irresponsible and a liar, but ultimately, Devin is just as immature for having a child with him without even knowing him first. You are just as immature for marrying a man and moving to a country where you obviously can't really speak the language and you have no idea what the hell you're doing. But because you can handle money a little bit better than Jihoon, you seem to be the responsible one. But none of the shit that y'all have done together has been responsible, okay? Devin, you're not responsible yourself. You're just with somebody that's way less responsible than you. But she works on my nerves, y'all. I just feel like she always like trying to find something to be upset about or to stress herself out about. Jihoon assures her that he has never cheated on her, okay? Up to normal, you know, physical or emotional cheating standards, not just looking at naked pictures of people to jack off to. Like, oh my God, grow up. I'm just saying, like, you are never going to be the only person that your spouse is attracted to. Hopefully you're the only person they have sex with, but they're always going to be turned on by other people in one way or another. I just think it's ridiculous to be like, oh, porn, you watching porn and jacking off is cheating. What? That's crazy to me, but whatever. Devin says a cheater is always a cheater, and now she's more worried than she was before. Jihoon says that if he didn't really love her, he would have used the condom instead of impregnating her ass. He's annoyed with her because she's annoying. Like I just said, he's annoyed with her because it's like, damn, bitch, we can't never just be cool, huh? You always got to have a problem. And then he says he'd cut his meat off if he cheats on her. And I was like, that's taking it a step too far. That's how you know he bullshitting, okay? Nobody's doing that. Y'all, Jenny and Submit. Submit is finally going to court to handle this divorce situation, okay? And Jenny is going to stay home because she doesn't want to have to come into contact with his parents or the in-laws because nobody really likes Jenny's old ass. It's unfortunate because Jenny is a swell person, okay? I like Jenny. I don't understand why everybody got to have so much hate in their heart for poor Jenny. But at the end of the day, nobody wants their 30-something-year-old son to marry a woman that he can't have children with in their culture, which is understandable, but still, y'all care too damn much. Submit's daddy is there to pay for his freedom. Okay, I was just like, damn, straight up. The daddy like, I'm here to pay for Submit's freedom from this wife because I forced him to marry her crazy ass. So I'm going to pay for him to get out of this situation. They end up having a divorce go through. Submit is finally, y'all, finally divorced. When they actually said it, I was like, yes. I was so happy for them because it's been such a long time coming and we thought it might take longer than this. But I'm so happy that Submit finally got his divorce. Here's the issue. Now that he's gotten the divorce, he wants to marry Jenny. But his dad tells him that they will block him from marrying her. They do not want him to marry her and they will try to do whatever they can to keep him from marrying her. Jenny is not going to take that well. And I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to do. I feel like Submit is going to have to change his address. That's the only way because from what I understand, because he lives with his parents, they have to approve his marriage. So yeah, it's probably not going to happen. That's unfortunate. His daddy also wants to make sure he gets his money back because you're supposed to pay him a portion of that $20,000 back that he had to pay, you know, and borrow and rob and steal from all of his friends and stuff. So he wants to make sure that Submit gets a damn job so that he can pay him that money back, so he can pay his friends and other family members the money back that he asked them for in order to get Submit out of this situation with the ex-wife. So he goes to his homeboy and, you know, tries to get a job. But the homeboy was like, I can only pay you $100 a week. That's not a lot of money at all. So I guess Submit is going to have to get multiple jobs or, you know, find one where he can actually make more money. What has Submit been doing with his damn life? Like, this is the problem, I feel like, with the idea that the whole family stays in one place and the whole family is constantly connected in the way that a lot of other cultures are. Because even though it's cool to have like the entire family dependent upon one another, it means that nobody is out here struggling because, you know, we have this whole family that's helping everybody make it. But when you have situations like Submit's where it seems as if his dad works, but Submit has been allowed to do absolutely nothing at 30-something years old. What the hell is going on? Why is it that y'all allow your grown-ass children to not financially be responsible for themselves? That just seems crazy to me. But that's also so that y'all can continue to control them. I see y'all. I see y'all. Y'all, Yazan and Brittany. Yazan says that people are lying to his dad, telling his dad that Yazan and Brittany are already married. They've moved in with one another, even though Brittany is not even in Jordan right now, but whatever. And that they have done like sex movies together or porn together or something like that. Yazan meets with his brother because he's trying to get his brother on his side so that his brother can talk to the dad on his behalf. But Yazan's brother feels like he caused this by being in this relationship with this wayward ass American woman. Keep talking about how Brittany posts on social media every day. And then he pulls up one of the latest pictures of her in a bikini with her ass out. And Yazan is like, that's what she does for a living. Like, you want me to stop everything that she has going on in her life? There's going to be a lot of change for her, you know, to come here and be in a relationship with me. So he feels like moving out of his dad's house and all of that is him showing that he's making sacrifice so that Brittany will want to come to Jordan and make a sacrifice. Yazan also thinks that if he can talk to his dad and make him understand that he fears a lot and he would never do the things he's being accused of, then maybe his daddy will, you know, not kill him like he's threatening to. His brother talks to their dad and he pulls up the pictures of Brittany and he says that people are talking about them. And if Yazan marries her, he will kill Yazan. He will be his son's murderer if he marries that woman and continues to embarrass and disgrace their family. What y'all want me to say about that? besides the fact that I think that Yazan's daddy is fucking crazy? What do y'all want me to say about that besides the fact that you are insane to allow the lies and opinions of people who live around you to affect how you treat your own child? So you would take your son's life away for lies that people are telling you. Is that correct? That seems very weak-minded to allow people outside of your household to dictate what goes on inside of it. It doesn't seem very wise, and it seems stupid and weak. It also seems like you are ruled by other people's opinions of you, Yazan's daddy. I understand that that's y'all culture, but you will never make me believe that that is a reasonable way to feel about your son when he wants to marry someone you don't approve of, that you want to kill him. That is insane. That is crazy. Something is wrong with y'all. Y'all should stop having babies with family members because too many chromosomes have obviously made you people nuts. That is crazy for you to think that that's an adequate response. Brittany is getting ready to go back to Jordan. Child, I don't know why you gonna put yourself in danger in this way, but okay, Brittany, with your dumb ass. Her dad, who loves to smile during uncomfortable moments, says he is not comfortable with her going back to Jordan after what happened with his family. Like, I'm just not comfortable with you putting yourself in harm's way in this way. Her dad was supposed to go with her, but we don't think that's for the best. So she is going to go with her friend Angela instead. Brittany says that Yazan left his family so he can be his own man. I was just like, where did you get that information from? Did Yazan tell you that? Because he's lying. He was kicked out of his parents' house. Why don't you really know what's going on with him, Brittany? You just seem to be so clueless. I don't understand why you want to be in a relationship with this man. You're not going to change yourself, and you can't be in a marriage with him without changing yourself. What don't you understand about that? Yo, this situation is just so stupid. And I do feel bad for Yazan because I think Yazan is making all of the sacrifices to be in this relationship. But I don't understand why. I don't get it. Y'all are too different. He wants to be of Allah and in his family with their culture. And you're an African-American woman who wants to shake her ass on Instagram for social media ducats. These lifestyles don't go together. They don't. I don't understand what's happening. Then as Brittany is on her way to the airport, in the car on the way there, he texts her that he got in a car wreck. And then he blames her, talking about he spent all this money on a car and now it's wrecked. And she like, wait a minute, why am I being blamed for you wrecking a car? He calls her and says that she didn't really want to marry him. I'm like, what the hell does that have to do with this car? Then she says up out of her mouth that he's selfish. And she asks what he's done for her. And I'm like, girl, you have no idea all of the things that this man has done for you, including ostracizing himself from his family, losing his job, losing his place to live. He's lost everything because of this relationship with you. And it's not that I blame you. I just think it's stupid that you don't know all of the sacrifices that he's made. And I wish he would communicate that to her instead of screaming and howling on the damn phone. Like, she doesn't understand what he's saying, so she just hangs up on him. She's over it. If everything gonna be her fault, she might as well stay her ass in America. And when she tell him, girl, shut the fuck up, I said, oh, Lord, yeah, she don't need to go there. She really don't need to go there, because if she ever talked to that man like that out in public, then people will throw rocks at her until she dead. I'm gonna need for her to stay her ass over here in the Americas, okay? She said she not getting on the plane. I would like to hope not. Please, Yazan, delete this girl from your social media and from your life and go back to your crazy ass family before they kill you. My Lisa and Tim, y'all. So Tim's mom is coming to Colombia. That's where they are, right? I think they're in Colombia. I could be wrong, y'all. I didn't forgot by now where the hell my Lisa is from. But either way, his mom is coming to visit them. And she doesn't want him to tell his mom about her having her little tryst while they were on their break or whatever. And I'm like, well, if you don't feel like you did anything wrong, why can't he tell his mom? You done told your whole damn family about his discretions. I feel like it's only fair that his mom know everything as well. My Lisa thinks that because she wasn't really cheating on him, he shouldn't tell his mom. And then she tells us about this time when they were still living together, I think when they were in America. And they got into an argument, and I guess it was about the cheating situation. So they start throwing things at each other, and His mom brings my Lisa into her room and says, if you don't stop, I'm going to call the police on you, which pissed her off. And she's never felt right about his mom since then. And I'm just kind of like, the fact that she threatened to call the police and didn't actually call the police when things had gotten to an escalated level means to me that that lady is probably better than you're giving her credit for, okay? Because y'all not going to get physical and violent in my space and then tell me I'm wrong for threatening to call the police. Calm this shit all the way down then. But yeah, y'all, I can't wait for Tim Mama to get there. I feel like she gonna give my Lisa all of this extra shit that she been giving Tim this whole time he's been there. Their relationship is boring to me, but I'm still looking forward to his mama giving my Lisa the business. She works on my nerves. Kenneth and Armando, y'all, they have to apply for a marriage license, right? In Mexico, even though it's legal for gay marriage to take place, it's still very hard, and they put up roadblocks in order to make it hard. So it's not like the, heterosexual marriage situation. You don't just go and get married. You actually have to write a letter requesting the marriage license. You go in with it, and then you have to get an okay. But what ends up happening is the lady says it's legal, but they denied them. And I'm like, why are y'all denying them if it's legal? That doesn't make any sense. They didn't give them a reason why. But then they say y'all have to go to the human rights people and get them to argue on your behalf. And because she, kind of seemed like she wanted to help them, but it's probably her job to tell people no, she's like, I will go ahead and tell them that I support y'all in this marriage. So you have to go and talk to the human rights people, and then they will fight on their behalf, and they will probably get the okay from that way. It's just crazy that they have to go through all these procedures. The whole thing about making gay marriage legal was so it would be equal as when regular straight people get married. It should not be different. It should not be harder. I shouldn't have to write a letter. I shouldn't have to get your permission. If two straight people can come in here and get married, then two gay people should be able to come in here and get married. Y'all work on my damn nerves with all of the, y'all want to make the law to say that it's legal and then try to stop people from getting married. That type of shit works on my nerves. But whatever. Y'all know what that's about. That's so tourists can come to Mexico and get married and then take their ass back to the States. But they make it harder for people who are actually from Mexico or who are living there to get married. I bet you any money they did that so it would be easier for Americans or people from other places that come there for destination weddings to do their thing. I bet you any money. So y'all can make money off them people getting married, but y'all won't actually give y'all own citizens the freedom to do it as well. Messed up. So y'all, let's get into the family de Chantel. So Chantel and Pedro talks to Alejandro. That's where the last episode left off, with us finding out that Alejandro is actually married, and that's how he got to the States. Pedro says that his mother is not going to be happy about this at all. Okay. Alejandro says that he will make a trip to the DR so that he can talk to her and clear things up. Pedro is like, it really don't matter. You married. My mama is not going to be happy about that. It don't matter what you say. But either way, he has a phone conversation with Nicole later on, and he basically tells her that she's shameless. I was like, damn, shameless? When people hit you with that, you disappointed me, make you feel like you the scum of the damn earth. He tells her that if she doesn't tell their mom about Alejandro being married, that he's going to tell their mom about Alejandro being married. Really, he just wants the focus to be on Nicole and Alejandro so that all of the heat can get off of Chantel's ass. That's what this is about. Worry about her in this wayward situation. Please leave me and Chantel alone. It's the same thing that Chantel is doing with her brother Royal and his wife Anjanette, trying to get her family to give them the same energy that they gave Chantel and Pedro. But it does not seem to be happening that way with Chantel's family. Then we see Nicole and her friend go to get their braces taken off or looked after or whatever. Child, I really did not need to see the friend with the with the thing in her mouth. Like that was just really creepy to me. But anyway, she tells her that Alejandro is married, and homegirl almost fell out of the dentist chair. She was not ready for that. Okay. I was like, damn, Nicole, you been keeping that tea from your best friend, girl. You must know you can't trust her. She gonna tell your mama, or she gonna tell somebody, and it's gonna get back to your mama. I bet you any money. Winter and Chantel meet up in a parking lot at night like they about to fight, like this an episode of Love and Hip Hop or something. Damn, I miss y'all. Mona, fix it, please. I want to see two people meet in the parking lot with a car in between them to try to stop the fight. I'm going to have to stream one of the Love and Hip Hops to make me feel better. Atlanta preferably. But anyway, y'all, Chantel says to Winter, the last time I talked to you, you was calling me a bitch. And Winter says, oh no, I called you a dumbass bitch. Let's not forget about the dumbass part. Chantel says she feels like Ja changed Winter. So let me get this straight. Winter and Ja are back together? When they was gonna tell us that? Is it just me, y'all? I thought that they weren't back together. The last time we checked, she had moved into her parents' house to not be with Ja. And now they were in the parking lot. Is it just me? Comment down below and tell me if I'm tripping. But Chantel was talking like Winter and Ja are still together after Winter found out he was hiding the whole damn child from her over the course of their 5-year relationship. How you back with him? Make that make sense. Either way, Chantel says Ja is the one that got you not wanting to participate in Christmas. He's controlling you. You just want to do everything he says. You just want to be at his house, taking care of his daughter, cleaning up his house. That's all you want to do. And I want you to be your own person. So it seems like Chantel, okay, I mean, we all know that Chantel kind of is bossy, but I think Chantel is coming from a place of not liking the relationship between Ja and Winter because it seems like he's controlling. You're not going to do Christmas because Ja told you not to do Christmas. All you do is stay and watch his kid all day. Like, to me, it seems like Chantel doesn't like the fact that she feels like Winter is being treated like a doormat by Ja. And Winter is trying to make it seem like Chantel is treating her like a doormat, but that's obviously not really the case. I mean, not really, but she does kind of steamroll over her during this argument. I mean, they're just arguing back and forth, back and forth. And ultimately, Chantel never apologizes. That's all Winter really wanted from her, but somehow they end up hugging it out. I was just like, how did we get here? I guess Winter was just like, bitch, I'm tired of arguing. All right, I love you too. Shit. Then we see Chantel and her mom go shopping with Anjanette for her wedding dress. And when Anjanette isn't around, Chantel talks to Karen about Pedro saying, I'm like, yeah, throw it on Pedro, how weird it was how Royal came and, you know, basically snatched Anjanette out of the club. And she's wondering if Royal trusts Anjanette. Karen is like, well, I think Anjanette is very trustworthy, so just ask her. Anjanette comes back out with her little wedding dress on, all happy and excited. And Chantel wants to have this conversation right now about if Royal trusts her. This was not the time, Chantel. This was not the time at all. Chantel asks Anjanette how she and Royal met. And she says they met through Facebook. Then Chantel asks if she'd been talking to any other men. And Anjanette says that no, she hadn't been talking to any other men. Well, we all know that that's not true because Royal already said that Anjanette had been talking to other men when they first got together, which is why he didn't really trust her. So then Chantel asked her, why did Royal come and drag you out of the club? And Anjanette is like, well, because it was really late already. And Karen is like, yeah, look, it was just late. Like, Karen, why is it that you are, you know, questioning people from the Dominican Republic so much, but you're not going to question people from the Philippines? I don't know what's going on. I mean, I guess, you know, because Anjanette comes off like this innocent, you know, little girl that y'all don't really want to believe anything bad about her. But ultimately, I feel like there's some prejudice going on here, Karen. You're looking like an ignorant. Okay, maybe you want to make sure that y'all have somebody not black mixed in with y'all family. Okay, something, look, I'm sorry, but there's a little vibe here that we will be happy to have, you know, a Filipino mixed with black baby, but we don't want no DR with black mixed baby because that's just black with black. Sorry, Dominican Republican people, y'all are black. Not all of y'all. Alejandro don't look black, but you know what I'm saying. Chantel says that I think he dragged you out of the club because he doesn't trust you. Anjanette says he needs to trust me because I haven't done anything. Karen says, and that's the truth. I said, Karen, shut up. It's annoying to me how you are so willing to believe anything out of this lady's mouth, but you were so terrible to Pedro and his people. Not to say you didn't have a reason to be, but I feel like there's something going on here with Anjanette. So while Anjanette is having her interview with the producers, they ask her if Royal trusts her. And she says, I think he trusts me enough. And I'm like, what does that mean? They ask her what that means. And she explains later that she had a miscarriage and they found out she was like 2 weeks pregnant. The timeline didn't match up. So Royal thinks that she was sleeping with somebody in the Philippines. And I was like, oh, I I was like, oh, okay, now I get it. I mean, I guess Chantel was right. And Miss Karen, like, what are you going to say when you find out that the perfect Miss Anjanette could have possibly gotten pregnant for another man before she came here to be with your son? I'm just saying, because if the timeline don't match up, it don't match up. Like, my semen can't reach you from across the world, okay? So I'm trying to understand what done happened here between Anjanette and Royal. There's something else going on there. I think Royal is going to reveal himself to be, you know, much of the asshole. I can't wait to find out, but I don't really like him already. I don't like the way he tried to slut shame Chantel for twerking in the club. Bitch, it's 2020. I ain't finna argue about twerking. Shout out to Meg. I'd rather be a B-I-T-C-H, because that's what you gonna call me when I'm tripping anyway. You know you can't control me, baby. You need a real one in your life. Them bitches ain't gonna give it to you, right? But yeah, y'all, that was basically everything that went down on 90 Day Fiancé the other way in the Family de Chantel. Can't wait to find out what else is going on with the Family de Chantel. I also can't wait for Pedro's mama to throw Alejandro's bags out of her little apartment. Ciao. That's somebody else that you could be trying to get a check from so y'all can stop taking all the Pedro money, but I'm gonna let it go. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. See y'all in the next one.